Once upon a time, in the quirky town of Duckburg, there lived a feisty duck named Donald. Now, Donald was not your average duck because he had an unusual friend, a magical mirror. This mirror had been sitting for ages in his attic, gathering dust until one sunny afternoon when curiosity got the better of him. Donald decided to give the mirror a quick polish, and to his astonishment, it shimmered and twinkled brightly. He stepped back, and suddenly, the mirror swirled with golden sparkles, casting an identical reflection of Donald right out into the room. Two Donald ducks. At first, Donald was perplexed. "Who are you?" he quacked with surprise. "I'm your copycat," replied the mirror image Donald, echoing his every move and word just like a playful parrot. Donald was intrigued. Oh, how fun it would be to have a helpful double. He imagined the copycat could do all his chores while he took a leisurely nap. However, little did he know, a double dose of Donald meant double the troubles. As the day progressed, Donald noticed that his copycat was not just mirroring him, but mimicking his infamous tantrums too. Every time Donald stomped his feet in frustration, Copycat Duck did exactly the same. Donald Duck's temper was always bubbling close to the surface, especially when things didn't go his way. If Donald saw something causing him grief, he'd huff and puff, and Copycat Duck huffed and puffed right along. Duckburg was soon in an uproar because the tantrum-twirling Donalds were creating quite the spectacle. Mrs. Duck, the neighbor from across the street, peered out her window and shook her head. "Oh dear," she sighed. "Two Donald Ducks are quite a lot." The two Donalds flipped a bucket of paint onto the sidewalk as they stomped around, leaving a colorful but rather messy trail. They quarreled over the remote control, making the TV scream with static. Finally, realizing the pandemonium they were creating, Donald took a deep breath and thought long and hard. "If the copycat is just mirroring me," pondered Donald, "then maybe if I calm down, he will too." And so, Donald decided to try something he hadn't tried before, staying calm. He thought of serene ponds and gentle breezes, and sincerely focused on relaxing his ruffled feathers. To his surprise, as soon as he stopped stomping and flapping, the copycat followed suit. Donald sat down quietly, and his double did exactly the same. Seeing how peace reigned once more in Duckburg, Donald took a bow, grateful for the lesson he'd learned. He promised himself and Duckburg to keep his temper in check. No mirror image was needed now. With one calm quack and a fond farewell, the magical mirror shimmered again. The duplicate Donald disappeared in a puff of glitter. Duckburg returned to its usual quaint charm, relieved to have just one Donald Duck once again. And as for Donald, he chuckled softly, resolved that from now on, he would be as zen as a duck in a pond. After all, no one needed two tantrum-prone ducks stirring up mischief.